Yo, 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 it's your boy, Marky Mark Terrell. I'm going at you. Yeah, OMG. It's amazing. I don't know why I keep getting this damn email. You can now earn. Is that right? Earn from ads and YouTube Premium on the watch page. Watch page, watch live, watch availability. Accept the watch. What? Please read this more carefully. Where content display the product, parts, or service content, watch videos, video, music, kids, blah blah blah. Okay. I don't understand that. Hey, Virgo, what's up, sweetheart? You all right? Um, be sure pretty fast. If not sure, turn on monetization for each video separately. Intentionally representing your content coming to your channel being reviewed. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I get it. So like, oh, okay. Cool. All right. I'll deal with it some point in time. All right. YouTube just sent me an email to say I can earn more money on ads or some shit. I don't know. So I had to like click it to see if it'll work properly. It's like it's annoying. They keep sending me the damn email to activate it. And I'm like, look, I ain't worrying about no damn ads and shit like that. I'm content with what I do now. Leave me alone. My day was good. Hey Ann, how you doing, sweetheart? You good? Yeah, my day was good. I pretty much went to my parents' house for lunch. Hung out with them for a bit. I just had some snapper and homemade fries, some mac and cheese. It was good. Yeah, I try to be a bad boy every now and then, you know. Now I'm not a bad boy. I just like teasing everybody. That's all. It's not being bad. Nah, Emmy's alright. She's good. Yeah, she's finished for tonight. She'll be in here soon, I guess. Emmy's one. Should be alright. She has every right to be scared, but there's nothing to be scared of. Nothing to be scared of. A lot of people don't even realize that spirits around them 24/7. I actually just read for about 2 hours ago. I read for my friend Sue's sister, a sister I've never met before. I read for her today, and it was difficult to deal with. You know, when you know somebody personally, and then you read for them in spirit now, it's like kind of weird, you know. And I told her that too. Like I was like, look, this is weird as fuck. It's like, you know, because like I'm reading a person that I knew personally in spirit now. And I'm like, this is crazy. So I actually got pretty emotional and shed a few tears here and there, and it kind of hit me hard, like, cause I like it's difficult dealing with like shit like that. But it was cool. I got through it. It was fine. But that was like the highlight of my day. It just feels weird reading somebody you know in spirit. Hey Ali, how you doing? Now you don't have to go through a hope phase. Some people go through it, but they regret it because the hope phases can get you into STD situations. Hey, Miss Bikini. That's why don't be a hoe. It's too much drama. Yeah. Well, a lot of people want to be a hoe because there's different types of hoes. You know that, right? There's conservative hoes and there's just mental hoes and dirty hoes. But there's definitely like a lot of conservative ones. They're the ones that use their condom sense and before they drop down their pants. Yeah, conservative hoes. You never heard of that? Hey Ninja, what's going on? Yeah, I'm trying to explain what a conservative hoe is. See, a conservative hoe is a woman that gets hers, you know, she has multiple D's, you know. No, 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 no. A hoe is not a hoe. There's bad hoes and good hoes. Okay. A conservative hoe, right, is a hoe that has a lot of D, but she makes sure she doesn't, you know, get out of control, and she doesn't, you know, she doesn't like let anybody get into her unprotected. She's a conservative hoe. Okay. She wants her cake and eat it too, but she's not gonna allow anybody to dip in the pot, you know, 100%. You know. So there's conservative hoes, and then there's dirty ass hoes that like it anyway, anyhow, anywhere. And then there's widows, you know. It's a tool for gardening. Yeah, there's that too. You know, you can be a tool for gardening as well. All right, so Ali, thanks for the super chat. You said, will the divorce papers be signed this week? I want to see if the judge changes the child support amount or she just signs up. All right. I'm getting this week. It still might be difficult. Even by the end of the month, there's still going to be some type of issue. So I don't see it being signed. Because you asked, will the divorce paper be signed this week? I'm getting no. I'm not getting that they're going to change the child support either. I'm getting a no all around. I'm not getting nothing positive, Ali. Unless something changes, but for right now, it's saying no. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not getting they're going to change it. And if they do, it's not going to be like a dramatic thing. But I'm getting no all around. No, nothing's going to happen. Like no signed papers, no nothing. Yeah, it'll be signed before then. Before November 7th, it'll be done. So that's what I got. But it's going to be difficult for it to get done before then, like before the end of the month. But I asked, is it going to happen before November 7th? It says yes. So you're going to have to wait a little while. But, that's cool. Some people wait a long damn time. Well, if the paperwork getting signed, then obviously he gets it, right? Because in order for the judge to sign the papers, he has to get it. So if I'm getting yes, it's going to get signed before the 7th, then yeah. Do I have to do all the thinking? Miss Bikini says, stay dirty like me. Well, it depends because the court doesn't really like, because once the judge signs off on it, it's up to the lawyers to get it to you, not the judge. So either way, it's gonna happen before the 7th. So that's like 3 weeks from now. So that means you're right. So obviously he's gonna have to deal with it some way. I don't know how that works because I have no idea. Yeah, I had to remind you. Miss Bikini, but that's good. At least you got a clean coochie now. But if he doesn't have a lawyer, that means that they send it to yours probably. Or what they do is they send it to his house. Wherever he's living, they send it to him, paperwork to his house. That's probably what's gonna happen. If you don't have a lawyer, it'll get sent to his house, to where he lives. Well, like I said, I asked before November 7th, and it said yes for everything being done. So I guess you're gonna have to wait. Because if it's actually in the state, then it should be there in like a day or two. Hey, Justin, how you doing? Ali, what do you want me to do? Want me to go send it to him personally? Yeah. Well, my sister's lawyer, right? My sister's lawyer sent a nasty letter to her ex-husband and the lawyer saying you have 4 weeks to settle this child support shit or else we're going to court. So now he's got the fire on his ass. It's that simple. If you don't want to settle this shit, it's going to have to go to court and you're going to get burnt. So he won't go to court because he's already told everybody he'll never go to court because he knows he'll lose miserably. Because we got too much evidence on him. He'll get fucked royally. So my sister's actually praying that he gives up his rights and don't pay at all and just leave us alone. Because that's what my sister really wants. But I told her that's not the right way. You got to make that bastard pay. She's like, I don't even care about that guy. I don't need him. I'm like, it's not about needing him. It's about him paying. You know, use his fucking money. He's the one who fucked up. He's the one who disrespected us. Make his karma ass pay. That's his karma. Well, I want that bastard to pay too because he never paid when he was here. So I want him to pay. So now they've threatened to take him to court in 4 weeks' time. In 4 weeks' time, if he doesn't pink up, it's court time. So I know he won't go to court because he knows he'll lose miserably. So it's either one or two things. He starts paying or he's going to go to court and pay even more, or he gives up his rights. And I highly doubt he will give up his rights because he is a narcissistic person. He wants to know where my sister is and where the kids are. You know, so when they go away, they have to give him the itinerary and let him know that they're going from this date to that date. He's never going to give that up. And he's got the money to pay and it won't even affect him. So I highly doubt he'll give up his rights. But if he does, it'll be great. Because that way we don't have to deal with him. So either way, we'll be fine. You know, we can handle it. We can handle the kids by ourselves. But I want him to pay. Fuck him. You make the kids, you pay for them. I don't care who the fuck you are. You better pay. But, you know, and I told my sister, if he pays, you know, if he pays more than $2,000 to $3,000 a month, that's great. That pays for all our bills, and we get to bank our own money and live off of his dumb ass. So we're hoping that happens, but if it doesn't, we don't care anyway because we've been doing it all this time. He hasn't paid for those kids in over a year, almost 2. Yeah, Jocelyn, I want him to pay. A man needs to pay for their kids. So does a woman, but you gotta pay. You gotta pay. Fuck that. Well, it all depends because, like, see, the judge is going to go based off of what you make and what he makes. So if he makes more than you, then he has to pay more than you, most likely. That's how it usually works. But yeah, well, there you go. So he'll have no problem sacrificing one of his checks, but he's probably going to demand, to see them, and because usually when some men pay, they have to pay. They demand to see their children. So you might have to bite the bullet on that. See, in my sister's case, those boys are over 12 years old. So in Bermuda, the law is if you're over 12 years old, you get to choose whether or not you want to be with your mother and father during a divorce. So they're both 15 and 17. So they've already chose not to ever see him again or ever to deal with him again. So because they don't speak to him, he might give up his rights so he doesn't have to pay for them. But I highly doubt he will. I very highly doubt he will. Because a narcissistic bastard like him is never going to give up the rights. He's going to make sure he's there to the last day because he has to have control, and he's going to do it just to aggravate my sister. Because he knows once that day comes, he don't have to pay no more. You see what I mean? So he's an evil bastard. He'll never give up his rights because that means that we win. Because we don't want him to even associate with us or deal with us, and that way he will never know what we're doing. Not like it matters, but in another part of me is trying to tell my sister, like, go make sure you make this bastard pay because he hasn't paid all this time. So his karma is to pay. That's what I want. I want him to pay so I can live off his ass too. Well, at least he gets to see him. At least he wants to see his kids. This asshole don't even care. So at least you got an asshole that wants to see his children. Oh, you don't want to see him? Well, you confused me. He just says he makes excuses to see his kids. Oh, you said not. Well, even if he speaks to them, like, does he speak to them on a phone or like he video chats them or something? Like, even if he speaks to them, that's a good thing to me, you know. But a lot of dads don't give a fuck, and mothers. Oh yeah, because he doesn't want to have the responsibility of dealing with them when they're sick. Well, that's sad too. I don't know how people honestly live it themselves. I really don't. It confuses me so much. But my godmother, rest her soul, she said, unfortunately, God gives people kids that don't and they don't deserve it. And sometimes the reason God does that is to punish the person for having something that they don't care about. And then when those children become famous or become wealthy or become relevant in the world, or they become somebody that they want to speak to because they're in a position like that, then they want to know who they are. That's what pisses me off as well. But a worthless mother and father is billions of those people in the world. I know a lot of worthless moms and dads. So I know everybody in here knows of a worthless mother or father in their lifetime. If it's not yours, you know somebody that does. That's why I thank God every day that my mom and dad, took care of us, took care of me and my siblings, and gave us a good life and went to a good school, even though I hated it. But they put us in a private school and they got us good education, and even though I didn't care about that, but they at the end of the day they did what they did. They put my sisters through college, and they cared about their children. So I'm very grateful to have good parents, even though they're a fucking pain in my ass now. But I was a pain in their ass, so I'm getting my karma too. Like, I was the black sheep. Uh, what happened to people? Well, in the last 4 years, they took something that they weren't supposed to take. That's why they got worse. That's one thing I think it is, because in the last 4 years, people have gotten a lot worse. So it must have been something that they took, if you know what I mean. Hint, hint. That's only some, obviously, but what's really wrong with people is they're either, I can tell you a few things. It's children having children, which means that there's a lot of women who have kids and think that those kids are more their friends, and they want to tell them, yeah, you can go and do whatever you want because I was held down when I was young. My parents were strict, so I'm not going to be strict for you. You go ahead and be a hoe, or you go ahead and be an asshole. You go ahead and be, you know, change your sex. Go get a fucking operation, or go get a tattoo, or go do this, or go do that. I think this generation of teenagers that have children, they raise them to be idiots. And a lot of people, even if that's just one thing that I don't like with a lot of people, but a lot of people are crazy because they see the shit on TV, or they see social media stuff too much, and a lot of people don't want to be who they're an authentic person. They want to be like everybody else. They want to follow the leader. That's why the world is follows, likes, and etc. Hey Marley, but I think that most people have lost their minds because they just don't care. They think that being non-authentic and being crazy is a funny, great thing. If that's what they want to do and ruin their life, go ahead. And another thing that why this world is the way it is, because nobody has God in their life. Amen. That's one of the biggest problems in this world. Nobody knows who God is. Nobody cares about Jesus. Nobody cares about God. Nobody cares about a higher power. Nobody cares about God no more. They could care less. But when people care about God, when they're sick and they're dying. Please, God, help me. I'm sick right now. Oh my God, my left nut's itching. Oh my God, I can't do this. I ain't got that. Cry like little fucking wanksters and little bitches and cry, and then you want God to help you now. What happened before you got sick? You didn't know who God was? Little bitch ass. That's why if I was God, I'd be like, fuck you. I don't give a shit about you. You can go to Satan. Goodbye. Fuck you. I swear. Well, you can blame Mike Tyson for that. Tattoos have gone to a different level. I don't know why people do that. Like, It just don't make no sense. But hey, to each their own. If you want to tat up your face, go for it. You got to live with it for the rest of your life, not me. And it's also like an image, So tattoos are bad for you anyway. It says in the Bible you shouldn't be inking up your body. But hey, what do I know, right? There's good and bad tattoo things. There's good and bad. To me, a good tattoo is like putting your children's name on your body, or a picture of like your deceased, family or something like that, or even like a tattoo of Jesus or whatever. You know, that's how I think. Ninja, where the heck have you been? Of course she's moved in. She's been moved in forever. Where you been? Don't mind Ninja. You know. Dan, I never understand why people do that shit. I don't know why people do that, but people are crazy. Not my problem. I don't have any tattoos. I'm not against tattoos, but like if you do if you do it, I don't really care. I'm not judging you for having a whole pot of tattoos. I just think it looks kind of stupid that you tattoo your face and your whole arm tattooed, like you can't even see your skin. I think that's crazy. I think too many tattoos is like a little bit too much. But hey, to each their own. Or because you got tattoos doesn't mean you're a bad person. I'll tell you guys a story about tattoos. So there was a girl that I was dating, and one day I was talking to her, or whatever, and then she kind of like bent over to pick something up, and I looked. I said, "This fucking girl, she has a tattoo on her, like above her ass crack, like where her belt goes, right?" So when she bent over, I saw like a name in cursive on the back of her, like back, close to her crack. So I'm like, the fuck is that? I said, it said somebody's name, but I didn't know who it was, right? I thought it was her name maybe or something like that. So I looked very close. I said, the next time, then I just asked her, I said, I see you got a tattoo on your back. Like, what's that? What does it say? And she went all red in her face. She's like, oh, that's my ex-boyfriend's name. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You put that guy's name on the back of your ass? Like above your back? Like above your ass on your back? You fucking crazy? I said it just like that. I was like, you must be nuts. So you know what she did? She covered it up with a big black cross and covered the whole name up with a cross. And I'm like, oh, that's great. So you you covered your ex-boyfriend's name up with a cross. So now you got Jesus above your ass, like the cross. Yeah, great job, sweetheart. You're getting stupider and stupider by the day. And thank God I never had to, you know, no. I didn't want to beat that thing up from behind and look at the damn name and the cross and all that. That shit would make me soft. I'd be all fucked up. I don't know what to do. I tell her, look, you better lay on your back. I don't want to see that shit, girl. Fucking crazy. I can't imagine myself doing that shit and be looking down there and be like, fucking hell, what the fuck is this shit? This mofo was here before me. And now you want to put that on there? Oh, hell no. I can't deal with that shit. Thank God I never did anything with her. I was like, yep, that's my son. No thanks. I can't deal with that. Yeah, it's amazing how stupid people are putting names of people on you that don't make no sense. Your own name is fine, but don't be putting nobody's name on there, especially a person's name that you don't know you're gonna be with forever. Like, are you kidding me? Hell no. That's why I never got a tattoo because I don't want to make a mistake. But apparently you can get rid of them, but I don't know if that's true. I have no idea. But yeah. Oh no, definitely not. But yeah, I can't do that. Miss Bikini, are you guilty? Oh no, you're not. You said I'm Catholic. I can't get one. There you go, Miss Bikini. Don't do that. Yeah, no tats. That's good. You're a good widow. But yeah, that's how it is. I'm not really into all that shit. I like sports a lot, and I would love to get like what's on my hat, like the Celtics like emblem. I would love to get like a tattoo on my shoulder or whatever, but I don't really care about that. I did want to get a tattoo. I was actually in a tattoo parlor in Atlanta like 20 years ago, and my friend got a lion put on his arm, and I was gonna get one. He's like, "Come on, man, you gotta get one." And I was like, "Nah, bro, I really don't want to get a tattoo. I'm not into that type of stuff." Oh, that's the thing. I know some people with some cool tattoos and shit like that. Tattoos ain't there's good and like I said, if you have tattoos, I don't think you're a bad person. By far. I know a lot of good people with tattoos. It's just a decision that they like. But having like some ex-boyfriend's name on you and all that, and especially right there, like, are you kidding me? So what happens when the next guy goes and hits that coochie from behind? He's gonna be like, what the fuck? He'll be all looking like seeing the name right there. I'm like, he was here, so now you're gonna put my name next? Like, what number am I? That's what I'll be cracking jokes the whole time. I'll be like, yeah, where's my name coming on there now? I don't put my fucking name on here. Hell no. They be like, oh, Mark was here? That mofo. He got here before me? Shit. There's probably some weird ass hoe that's probably done that. Can you imagine? Maybe I'll do that in my next life. Probably. Good night, Ninja. Take care. It's good seeing you. Be a good ninja, okay? Yeah, there you go. Oh, the bush is getting away. Yeah, and then dude names to screw it up. Marty said, I got one eye open, so just in case I fall asleep. The eyelid channel is in your future. See my dog? She always watches the eyelid channel. She's snoring away right now. She's going, hmm, hmm. She's something else. Right there she is. She woke up. She must have heard me talking about it. Well, I have to tell my stories. I've seen it all. There's always some dumb shit. I swear. Always some dumb shit. It never fails. Always some. Did you guys see the news today? You saw your buddy Trump serving people at McDonald's. He was whipping up them fries. That shit was hilarious. He went to McDonald's today and made French fries, and he was serving it to the people that came up through the drive-through. He says he loves McDonald's. She's gonna go to her bed. Yeah, you saw a TikTok? Yeah. Yeah, it was cool. Hey, Bronny, how you doing? Yeah, I watched the. It was on YouTube. It showed him getting taught by the guy on how to make the fries, and he was, putting it all in there, and he gave it to people. And somebody said, "Hey, President Trump, it's Kamala's birthday today," and the guy he says, "Oh, Kamala, happy birthday." He goes, "What are you gonna get her?" He goes, "Oh, I'll give her some flowers." And the president was like, "Oh, you can give him some McDonald's fries." I started laughing. I'm like, this fucking idiot. He's been people try to kill him, but he don't give a fuck. He goes everywhere. He doesn't give a shit. He doesn't care. He'll do whatever, Well, Bronny, that's what you get for going to somebody that says stupid shit. So that's on you. I get told the opposite. I get told I'm gonna find love every damn day and every damn year, and nothing happens. So be happy that that person told you that. So that means it's gonna happen because it's usually the reversed. Yeah, there you go. There's love in your pants. See. Bronny, I wouldn't worry about what people say. Finding love doesn't depend on a psychic or a person. It depends on you. If you want to find love, you can. You just gotta go hunting for it, or you just gotta be in the right place at the right time. Only God knows those things, not a psychic or a reader. Anybody. Nobody knows the truth. Not even me. You know. God knows. Only God knows what's gonna happen. You know why he said that? He said that so that way you keep coming back to him. You know? He wants you to come back to him and say why and where and how can I break this spiritual spell on me? How can I find love? Come on, you gotta tell me. If you know that I'm not, and tell me how I can find it. Somebody tell me that, I'll laugh in their face. I'll be like, yeah, you sure about that? I'll be like, okay, bro, whatever you say. I've gotten a lot of readings in my lifetime. Not lately, but years ago I did. And everybody always told me, "Oh yeah, you're gonna have, you know, um, you're gonna have love of your life, and you're gonna get married, you're gonna have kids. And this is gonna happen all in the next week or year or whatever." Yeah, that's what they do, Ronnie. You have to understand that they tell you something negative in order to bait you in. Now, let me ask you something. If he said, guess what, Ronnie? I see that you're going to be in love next year, March. You're going to be like, yes, I can't wait for next year, March. I'm going to be in love. And then you'll probably go back to him again and say, oh, what is this person going to look like? Or what is this person going to, how am I going to meet him? And all that shit. So either way, they're still trying to bait you in. I don't have the balls to tell somebody that stupid shit. I would never tell anybody they're not gonna find love. I'll just tell them like right now, I only look if you notice, I only do like 3 months. And I'll do like if I'm close to 2025, I'll do it. Which is right now. I'll say next year, the first couple months, is there something? But I'm not gonna say, oh, in 2028, you're gonna meet somebody and you're gonna fall in love. You'd be like, what 2028? You must be out of your damn mind. I ain't fucking waiting for that shit. But what if it did happen? You know? You'd be like, oh shit. But see, I don't believe in going that deep and that far. Cause who the hell are you to like read somebody's life that far ahead? That's why I don't do it. I don't believe in that. I believe in like a couple months from now. But I'm not gonna say like, oh, let me check 2028, 2029, 2030, and don't believe nothing people say. And people are bullshit. If someone tells you that, something wrong with them. Yeah. People are like weird, man. People, a lot of psychics on here. I've tried telling you guys. A lot of psychics on these places. They're gonna tell you whatever, just to get you to come back and say, you know, you know, they're gonna say whatever they can to get you to come back. All right, let me tell this person they're gonna find they're tall, dark, and handsome this year. They're gonna have you're gonna get a Christmas gift, and it's gonna be a big box, and a guy is gonna come out of there half naked. And you're gonna have Christmas sex, and you're gonna get married on New Year's Eve. And New Year's Day, you're gonna get pregnant, and on January 2nd, you're gonna say, "Thank God I went to that site." See what I'm saying? See? People say that shit. Jocelyn said she'll take it. Jocelyn said, "I'll take that man in the box naked for Christmas, sure." That's why she said, "Wow, thanks, Mark. You made my night." Oh yeah, that's what I say every day, Justin. I say if I ever get find a decent woman and I get married, it'll be a miracle. But they say, hey, miracles do happen. I can always find a hoe, but not a housewife. That's impossible. And those who say they will be, it's only gonna last so long until they gotta wash the dishes. All right, Brownie. You said, can I have a message from my mom, please? All right, cool. You know what I mean, Virgo? Virgo, you want to be my housewife? Or no? Virgo's like, look, I ain't being no goddamn housewife. I need a job. I need to get out of that damn house. You crazy, boy? I don't know. I ain't washing your damn dish. You wash your own fucking dishes. Go get a dishwasher. All right. Brownie, your mom doesn't want you to be taken advantage of, right? And she feels that you've been bothered a lot by, trying to find yourself, or being, alone, or being like cautious about what your life is going to be and how it's going to turn out. But try don't allow anybody to take advantage of you is the main thing. And remember that you have to reflect on what you've been through, what you've done for a short period of time, and then just remember that things will get better once you get better. Just continue to be trustworthy, continue to work, continue to be who you are, and things will get better. But you can't be taken advantage of. That's what she doesn't want you to do. You got to look at all your accomplishments, your positive outlooks, positive things that are in your life. Be very, discreet. Don't say too much. Don't do too much when it comes to other people. And just be in that energy of, be cautious, but be good to yourself. Like, and as far as like the love thing, like, that person saying that, like, she's saying that someone's gonna offer you love, but she says you might be too shy to take it, or you might be like blindsided and not accept it. So that's something that a lot of people can have the opportunity to be with somebody, but a lot of people don't want their preferences get in their way of what the happiness could be. So if there is somebody that, offers you to go on a date, or offers to date you, or offers to like be around you, give them a chance, because you never know how it turns out. So any possible offer from someone will lead to something decent, but it's all trust is gained over time, so you have to look at it that way, that if the person's come into your life, it's for some type of reason. Miss Bikini, that would be the perfect person. A lot of people wish they can find somebody that is compatible to them, but it's not always that's going to be the case. Yeah, Bernie. Yeah, let go and let God deal with it. You know, a lot of reasons why people. This is just my opinion. A lot of people like know what they have to do, but they just don't do it. And if we were to do it, then life would just move on and be so much greater and so much better. And I'm a prime example of that for everybody. I try to show everybody that, hey, if you move on from things and eliminate things from your life will get better. And I feel like I want to be an example for people and teach them that every day, because it's happened to a lot of people that I love and care about. And I try telling people all the time that as soon as you get rid of your toxic feelings, energies, people, job, situations, whatever you feel is not serving you any purpose in your life, as soon as you disconnect from it, or leave that situation, or get rid of it in your mind, you'll see your life evolve and change. But it depends on you, really. If you don't give it a chance, nothing's gonna happen. You're just gonna stay stuck. You're gonna stay stuck and nothing's gonna go forward. And that's why I say what I say, and do what I do, and try to explain to people that you have to make the initiative. Someone asked me today, do I think that planetary stuff like astrology readings are real, and can they predict the future? And I'm like, yeah, of course it can, to a certain point, but it still remains on your plate. You have to deal with your own life. So if you want to be something you want to be, then you have to go for it. Who cares what planets are here or there or flying around? Oh, that shit's irrelevant. Just like how you know I can tell you, you know if you start your business, you'll be successful. But if you start your business and sit down all day and do nothing, you can't be successful. But I'm telling you that Spirit's telling me, if you start your business and you put in the work, you'll be successful. But all because I tell you you're going to be successful doesn't mean that you will be, because you still have to do the other part. I'm telling you that you're going to be successful if you put your ass to work. So whatever happens, it still depends on you. Everything. That's why I tell people it's not me. Spirit's telling me that you should do it, and if you do, they got your back. And if you proceed with everything in the true way, in a right way, then you'll get what you want. But if you don't, you can't just sit down and expect shit to happen. It's just like if you want a love relationship. If you want a love relationship, you've got to go on a dating website to go meet somebody or meet people. Or you go out to public places. You got to like put yourself out there. If you're shy, you're fucked. If you're not like wanting to associate with people, or you think your shit don't stink, or you think you have a golden coochie, and in order for somebody to even look at it or see it, they have to put in so much work, and by the time they're finished, they're exhausted and they're dead from trying to get you. You can't be like that. You gotta like understand that life's too short to be waiting for miracle things to happen. You gotta actually put in. You gotta get the ball rolling, for say. I can tell you whatever I see, but it's still up to you at the end of the day. God gave us free will. That's the best thing that God has given everybody when they're born. Free will. That's why you're not born something, you're born with something. It's called free will. Free will to be whatever you want. And that's why the world is literally doing that right now. So when somebody says, oh, I'm a man, but I want to change to be a woman. Well, God gave you free will to do so, but it's not the right thing. Free will is also good and bad. You could do it for a bad cause, or you could do it for a good cause. So everything boils down to a good or a bad situation, which boils down to you making your life the way you want it to. It's that simple, guys. It's that simple. And if you do that, you'll be fine. But it's totally up to you to change your life. And I believe everybody can change their life. But it's still up to you. I agree with that, Dan. And a lot of people don't have a heart anymore. A lot of people don't have a heart. They don't even know what love is, or they don't even know how to sacrifice. Because when they hear a word sacrifice, they're like lost in the matrix. They're like, sacrifice? What does that mean? I can't do that. Sacrifice my heart for anybody. Because I'm just the shit. Brownie, if mom wasn't happy with you, she would tell me. Let's put it that way. If she was upset at you, she would say, Mark, tell this damn woman, tell my daughter that she's this and that. I never hear her talk negative about you. So yes, she's happy with you because she don't tell me otherwise. And another thing is spirit, if they're not happy with you, they're not gonna talk to me. That happened to me today. I did a mediumship reading for someone I've never met, and but she's a sibling of a person who I love, and I was nervous at first. I don't really get nervous, but I got nervous. I'm like, fuck, I hope that she's gonna talk to this woman because, like, I hope that this isn't one of the bad people in our family. But it ended up going really well, and I was happy. So, but I was kind of like skeptical of what's going on, but it all worked out, which is great. And that's my point. Spirit will come to me for someone if they're happy with that person. If they're not happy, they're gonna say, "Tell this bitch do that, and tell this person do that, or tell this person I'm fucking mad at 'em." Keep talking to her every day, Brownie. That's what you gotta do. Keep talking to her every day. Yeah, Dan, that's true too. You're welcome, Brownie. You'll be fine, and don't go back to that man. All right? Don't let that idiot tell you you ain't gonna find no love. Don't believe that shit. Don't believe what these people say. If a psychic ever tells you that, they're mental. How the hell do you know that? I've never told nobody that a day in my life. I couldn't even have the audacity to tell somebody that. Are you kidding? No way. That's just nasty. Yeah, Miss Bikini, it is hard when they go, but you have to understand. Like what I did today, I read for a sibling of the woman I talk about on here all the time, like Sue, my friend. I love her to death. I wish she was still alive. You know, I miss her in here talking shit. After she died, a lot of people left here because it was weird not having her here. It feels weird still, and I got very emotional during the reading, like I did last time. I've read for both of her, two of her sisters so far, and she's been gone over 2 years now, and it's still weird seeing her now in spirit when I used to see her, on here and on video chat and talk to her all the time. So it was weird. Like it's still weird seeing somebody that you know in spirit and you're reading them. It was weird but good at the same time. After like 20 minutes into the reading, I started to feel it more. And I was like, this is so crazy. Like, how the fuck does this even happen? Like, so it's difficult, man. It's difficult to deal with death. But you have to understand the most positive thing about it is you get to deal with that person in a different form, and they prepare you for the day they're going to see you in spirit. That's the biggest thing you have to understand. Their physical presence will never be back, but their spiritual presence will be there forever. And when you become a spirit, you have everlasting love forever with that person in a spiritual form. Oh, stop. You're not going to be old and ugly. You don't look like, some ugly asshole or something like that. He's going to take you for who you are. You know that already. Look, I'll tell you a story about my auntie. My auntie that died and left me in the will. When her husband died 17 years ago, um, she had an opportunity to be with another man and shit like that, but she didn't want that. She wanted to, be without because she loved him too much. Some people don't want to move on, when they're a widow. So she didn't want to be a widow. So she waited and waited, and then 17 years later, she passed away. And when my mom called me and told me that she passed away, within 1 minute of hanging that phone up, I saw them together in spirit. They both waved to me. They were both dressed immaculate. And she said to me, Mark, thank you for all you've done. I'm finally with, your uncle. And he waved to me and they both thanked me and they both were hugging each other in spirit. And when I told my sister that, she was like, I'm so happy that they're back together. And that's it. I never saw him ever since. But if I want to see him, I can. But I don't bother them because I know how happy they are. And that's all that matters. And that's proof of like you being back together with that person eventually. So it happens. That's why you have to like embrace the death sometimes because you get to speak to that person in spirit. And I tell people all the time when I do a mediumship reading that you can talk to that person every day. You don't have to be a medium like me. You can talk to them every day because they're listening to you. They know what you're saying. They know what you're doing. They can be there whenever you want. And I don't care what anybody says. That's the truth. I see it all the time. And I encourage people to talk to spirit every day. Talk to the spirits that you know are there, and that's all that matters. You're not crazy, you're not delusional, you're not fucking, mental. You talk to them and they will talk back. You'll see. You end up hearing their voice or you end up getting a sign and you'll be like, what the fuck? You'll be like, okay, now I understand. Now I believe. And you'll get excited for talking to them all the time. Yeah, exactly. Even though he can't talk back, they talk back in a different way. They talk back in a different form. You see what I'm saying? Like people gotta understand. I can't really hear their voice, right? But I can, but like it's not like my voice right now, but it's in my mind. Hey Ariana, how you doing, sweetheart? You good? Nah, you don't feel crazy. That's cool. Let me tell you something. People must look at me in my car talking to myself. They must be like, this guy must be talking on the speakerphone or something. I talk to spirit all the time. When I get in my car, I talk to spirit all the time. You know? Yeah. That shit happens all the time, man. People just don't believe stuff like that. They think it's bullshit. It ain't no bullshit. It's real, realer than people even think. But see, you can't like if you don't acknowledge it and you disrespect it and you don't believe it, then it's not gonna happen. But if you really like think about it, that shit happens. It's very much alive. It's very much real. But unfortunately, some people don't believe it. But what makes me mad is people believe in God, people believe in Jesus, and they're both spirits. You'll believe in them and worship them, but you won't believe that I can talk to them. Not Jesus and God, but I'm like talk to spirit, talk to your past loved ones. I pray to God every day, but I never tell people, oh yeah, I talked to God last night and he spoke back to me. I'm not worthy of that. Who the fuck you think I am? The Apostle Mark? No, I'm Mark me. I know damn apostle. I'm sin too much to be that apostle. I don't know. I'd be like, you better just deal with everybody else, bro. You see, I never consider myself that worthy to speak to God on a mediumship level. But I consider myself privileged to talk to your past loved ones. But I still pray. Oh no, Ariane, I'm sorry to hear that. I'll send you my healing, loving energy your way because I don't want you to be sick. And I hope that you get better, and I hope that things get better for you. I've been doing good. I pray every day that I don't get sick because that's one thing that I pray the most not to be is sick. And I think that if you start praying now, if you haven't been, you better start praying now and pray as much as you can. That's all. Just keep praying. And remember, there's always an antidote for a sickness. And the best antidote is prayer. You allow God to be your doctor, then you have nothing to worry about. Just remember that. But health issues can be bad, you know. And the devil's been out there. The devil's out there for sure. All right, Ariana, no problem. I stomp on his ass every day. The devil used to get to me all the time, but now he don't. I always say, not today, Satan. Not today. Not any day. No, I'm not giving in. No, I'm not listening to you. You won't do it. You can be like the most religious person or the most prayerful person in the world, and the devil's still gonna try to test you. He's still gonna be there. You know that image that we all saw when we were growing up on the movies or in like cartoons or whatever, how they had the devil and the angel on your shoulders. I believe that happens every day. Every day you wake up, there's the devil on one side and the angel on the other. I remember the devil once was an angel. So I strongly believe that we all have that choice every day to be bad or good. That's why I'll be always like, get off, bro. I want you on here. Fuck out of here. Don't be trying to corrupt me or tempt me to do the wrong thing. Not today. I honestly feel that's how things are sometimes, man. Ariana, I got your donation. Thanks, sweetheart. You can ask your questions when you're ready. Everyone in here has had some type of issue, and we all help each other and talk to each other and wish each other best wishes. So you came to the right place for prayer and good 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 healing energy your way. All right, let me check. I would say yes, she is causing problems. She's trying to make sure that you suffer, you know, especially from past things and trying to leave you with nothing. Like she doesn't want you to have money. She doesn't want you to, she wants you to be have difficult things. She wants you to feel empty. Like she doesn't want you to, deal with your goals. She's trying to unbalance you. So I would say, yeah, she is causing trouble spiritually. As much as I don't like that, but we can fix that though, if you want. I can tell you a few things you can do to make sure you don't get zapped. Mhm. All right, Dan, take care, bro. You know what I can tell you. What you should do is, I don't know if you have holy water. You need to get yourself like holy water from the church, right? And get it, put it in like a water bottle, like this. Yeah, but you can pray all you want, but that ain't gonna do nothing. Go get a water bottle like this, an empty one, and go to the church and go to the holy water fountain. You get some holy water and bless yourself every day, twice a day. First thing in the morning when you wake up, and at night you bless yourself again. That's gonna help right off the bat. Bless yourself, your children. Um, you can even like make the sign of the cross with the holy water on your pillow, like when you go sleep. And then once you do that, that's gonna help immediately. And then what else you do is you go get yourself a glass bowl. It has to be glass, like a Pyrex like glass bowl that can hold 2 cups of water. What you do is you boil the water first. You let it completely go, get cool, and you let it be like lukewarm, where like you put your hands on the bowl and the water's in there and it's fine. And then when the water is like still warm, you add seven teaspoons of sea salt. Get like the thick sea salt. And if you get sea salt and you put it in there, not Himalayan salt, not table salt, it has to be sea salt. And you put it in there and you put it underneath your bed and make sure nobody can get to it. And after 2 weeks, you go underneath there, you take the bowl, you go outside and you wash all the salt and the water out of the bowl into the earth, into the grass, and make sure it's like at least 10 feet away from your home. Or if you have like sand or soil outside, you pour it right into there and you wash it out with a hose or water or whatever. Then you take it back inside and you store it. Or if you want, you can redo the process every 2 weeks. And just doing that, you'll absorb all the negative energy that's in the room. Because usually you want to do a room where you sleep in, because that's when the devil's at work, when you're not awake. So if you do that, that's gonna help right off the bat. I'll guarantee it. I tell everybody to do that because that's how I get rid of shit. And if you want to go even deeper, you can take raw sea salt and put it in every corner of your house. Just take like a pinch, like a couple little pieces, like 5, 6 pieces of salt. And you just go like this and sprinkle it in every corner of your house. And if you really, really want to, you can get some fine sea salt, like really, really fine, and put it in your shoes and put on, like, and you put it in your shoes, and you do that. You put it in your shoes, you put a little bit of sea salt in your shoes, and you wear the shoes all day. So the salt goes through your body and cleanses you of negativity. That's the best way and the only way that I know that works. It's the simplest things that work, and that works. I haven't had anybody come to me and tell me it didn't work. So don't be the first person. Well, if she's coming to your home on Saturday, this is even better news. You might not think it is, but don't worry. Listen, if she's coming to your house on Saturday, you're going to her place, even better. So if you're going to her place, right? Bless yourself with holy water before you go, right? And then when you go, right, make sure that you got sea salt in your shoes. Like not enough to fuck your feet up, but just put a little sprinkle in there in your shoes. And when you take off your shoes when you go in her house, right? If you take off your shoes and then you run the salt off your feet on her like ground, it definitely like changes everything. I know I might sound crazy, but trust me, that shit works. It definitely works. Hey Marcia, you're coming late. I'll take care of you. You'll be my last one for today. I'm trying to get in my damn bed. You can do that too if you want to, yeah. But see, throwing the salt on her front door isn't gonna make a big difference. It's on your front door that needs to be done. Like if she was coming to your house, I would tell you put the salt on your front door. But you could still put the salt on your front door though. I suggest putting the salt everywhere. Like put it along the threshold of your door so when people come in and out, it blesses you. It like takes away your energy takes away the bad energy one time. I don't know if you ever saw a movie. I can't remember the name of the movie, but it was like where spirits were haunting like this person at this house, and they put sea salt around the whole motherfucking border of the house, and the spirit didn't come in there, but they came in through the roof because the salt was on the ground, so they forgot to put it on the roof, so the bastard came through the roof. And I said, "See, you got to put this salt everywhere." That shit was funny. I was watching that movie when I was coming home one day on the airplane. That shit freaked me the fuck out. I can't watch shit like that. But I don't suggest doing anything on her house. I suggest you go there fully prepared with holy water on you and your children. And if your husband or your man does that, then I would say, like if he doesn't use the holy water, then I would if you know what shirt he's going to put on, like if you say, "Oh honey, you're gonna use this shirt," and he'd be like, "Yeah." What you do is you take the holy water and you put the sign of the cross on his shirt like this. And you just take the shirt and you just go boom, boom. Take the holy water and go like that, make a sign of the cross. Or you can go boom, 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 boom. Right on his shirt. So when he puts it on, he's already blessed. So she can't zap him, she can't zap you, and she can't zap your kids. Yeah, you can spray it on his clothes if you want. You can do that too. You can spray it on, do the sign of cross, you do whatever. As long as the holy water's on there, you're good to go. The devil don't like holy water, and so they can't zap you if you got that shit on you. It ain't gonna work. Yeah. It happens all the time. I got rid of soap water, gets rid of everything, and holy water. Water is life, you know? Yeah, go ahead. So yeah, that's something that definitely works. So don't worry, you can get rid of that shit. And it'll help with your health issues. I guarantee you. And if you really seriously want to get better health wise, take an Epsom salt bath every 3 days. And what you do is you make a warm bath, like half the bathtub, and you put 2 cups of Epsom salt. And if you want, you could put like a couple teaspoons of sea salt together. And you soak your ass in there for 20 minutes. and you'll see. And what you do when you're in the bathtub, take the water and the salt water and the Epsom salt water and put it all over yourself. All over yourself. You can even go like this and put it on your hair, and then just try not to swallow it, or put it in your mouth or whatever. It's not meant for drinking. It's meant to cleanse you and fix you. So yeah, you can do that too. I can tell you so many things you can do to get rid of shit. People be fucking doing all sorts of trying to voodoo my ass. You ain't getting me. No, you won't. I'm the holy water champion. I bless myself every day with holy water. You try and get me. You won't fucking me. No, no. All right, let me check, Ariane. What I see, Ariana, is you dealing with people, dealing with your children. I see young kids that you're gonna deal with. Um, they might be like reluctant to do things, or they might be causing you, to like reflect on decisions or make decisions. But that's normal with if your kids like are you know at a stage where they're getting they're getting like some sort of like irritation, or they feel like a certain way, or you like may want to make sure that you want your kids to be safe. You might be bothering you a bit, like on how you're going to deal with them, but they'll be fine. um like you gotta approach things in a you gotta approach your old ways with a new system, if you know what I mean. Like you gotta approach things in a new way, change something that you keep doing, and that'll make things better. Um, you'll get more information, you'll get more knowledge, you'll see how things go. You're gonna have a new possibility. A lot of new things are going. Anything new is what's coming your way really in the next couple of weeks. You'll have some type of new possibility. Um, just new approaches to old problems. So you might be getting some knowledge or news of something that makes things better. But don't be cautious to make a decision. Don't be cautious to make it. When you make a decision, be cautious, right? And make sure like you analyze the decision before you make it. So be cautious against decision. And if you got to dispute anything for your own personal gain, like if you really have to negotiate something for yourself, then do so. Don't let don't let people contradict you, or like make you feel like you're contradicting yourself. Involve yourself in what you need to be involved in, and leave everything else alone. Because I feel like somebody wants to like trick you or make you feel like you're, but it's something to do, it could be something to do with your children, because I got a lot of young people here. Or this also could be like a sibling or younger siblings, or young people that you deal with on a regular basis. It might not be your kids, but if it is, it could be. But if not, it could be like young people that's in your like a lot younger than you, that you deal with. But this is all about decision making as well. Like you might be very reluctant to make a decision. This could be decisions about your health or people, or just like you thinking that the worst is going to happen when really it's not. But new things are going to be happening. Yeah, be cautious about decision making. Like just say, yes, I decide to do this without getting more knowledge about it or learning more about it or getting more information about something. So that's the main thing there, is to be cautious and make sure the information you get is the right information for the right situation. I'm not trying to rhyme like that, in a rap. But that's something that is the positive thing, and the most important things coming is new things coming your way, a new way to old problems. So you might have to like do something new in order for you to like get health wise, better. Yeah, so that's probably what it is then. So you have to ask yourself this: how am I going to approach this problem in a new way, in a better way? So you have to make decisions. That's what's coming up. Decisions on how you're going to make this better. Oh, there you go. If you're already losing weight to be healthier, but losing weight doesn't make you healthier sometimes, because you can be big and still be healthy. People just think that, because you're big, you're not healthy. A lot of big motherfuckers are healthy as shit. You know, what it is what you put into your mouth. You can eat a lot of good food and gain weight. I see some big ass motherfuckers out there like beluga whale size. And these motherfuckers ain't, you say this motherfucker's gonna have a heart attack soon. This bastard gets bigger and bigger and healthier and healthier. Shit. Hi Jazz, how you doing? Yeah, I got your donation. You're after Marcia. And thank you. So I'm gonna do Marcia now, and then you're after her. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's good to be a certain weight or lose weight. Losing weight is a good option. And if you need to lose weight to get healthier, then that's what you have to do. But remember, like, don't like go overboard. So then maybe that's what it is. Like, don't you approach the problem in a new way. Looks like you're already doing that. So, you know, the best way to lose weight is to go walking every day for half an hour. If you can go walking every day for half an hour, you'd be amazed how much weight you lose. All right, Marcia, I'll check that for you. But I'm rooting for you and praying for you, Ariana. I don't want nothing bad to happen to you. And you'll be fine. Just do what I told you with all that stuff. Even if you have to watch this back to get all the information and write it all down, what I said. Just go back and look at it. I don't delete the video anyway, so you can go back and look at it later and just write it all the notes down that I said, and make sure you do all of it. So that way you're clear of it. The most natural things in life can heal you. I don't see you losing your job, Marcia. I don't get, at least not by the end of the year, you know? Like from now to the end of the year, I see you being okay. I don't see you getting like losing your job unless you want to get fired. But that's I don't see you losing your job like from now to the end of the year. I just think that there's a lot of bad business partners where you are, biasness, people that make false accusation, people that are being unfair, untrue, using their judgment in a bad way. But I see you coming out being fine, where you are successful. You're gonna be fine. And like I think it's a woman that really out to get you. But when they find out that there's nothing wrong, they're gonna be like, okay, cool. We dealt with that, and Marsh is good to go. So I don't get you losing your job. I just think that there's a specific person that wants to try and like get you to go or get you in trouble. But once they find out they can't, they're gonna realize that hey, she's perfectly fine. We don't have nothing bad on her, and it's good to go. Yeah, probably. It's a person. It's a woman with brown hair. Could be a woman with brown hair, but I got the person being like using some type of like fake laws or fake things system to get you. I got the justice reverse, which is like a Libra, or it could be like a woman with brown hair. Yeah, I would say it's Linda because I got a bad card for her. It's not Janine. It's Linda. So Linda is causing problems. That's what I got. Myself with a gun. Ariana. Yeah, Ariana, but you're welcome, sweetheart. But you just sometimes you gotta defend yourself, or deal with yourself in ways that people can't touch you. But you have to keep doing it. That's why I do it every day. I'll be getting those fucking crazy haters. Like people are just whack, man. You're welcome, Marcia. But because you know that, just keep it to yourself and not worry about it, and just like understand that you're gonna be in the clear after there. A lot of people accuse people of things and try to get people, but the truth reveals itself in the end. So if you know deep down inside that you ain't done nothing wrong, then nothing wrong is gonna happen. That's how you gotta look at it and deal with it. All right, Jazz, you said you would like to know Jay current feelings towards me. We've been separated for 3 years. Would like to know if he wants me back. All right, Jazz, let me check. Okay, good. Okay, that's interesting. All right, so Jazz, what I get here is this person, Jay. You're welcome, Marcy. I love you too, sweetheart. I wish you the best. Don't worry, okay? Try not to worry. Jazz, what I'm getting here is this person still cares about you. This person still would like to be with you, but they feel like they have to reverse the way they dealt with you in the past, they think that you might be like not wanting them back. And they also feel like, they'd have to put in a lot of effort in order to get you back to the place where, where you can be together again. So this person doesn't want to face the adversity or the troubles or rushing into a decision. But deep down inside, they feel like they would like to be with you again, be partners, and be together. But there has to be some type of understanding, you know? And this person thinks that, you're holding your guard up and not wanting them to, like, be the person they used to be, and say, if you do, you come correct. All right, Virgo, you too, sweetheart. Have a good night. I hope you have a good week. So I would say this person, Jay, still feels like he would like to be with you again one day and be in a partnership and more, but they have to overcome what they've ruined, if you know what that means. So in other words, if they ruin things between you, they have to overcome that and make it better, or they know they can't get back in. So they have difficulty in trying to come to terms with that and make it happen. So that's his current feelings toward you. And I would say, yes, he does want you back, but he doesn't know how the hell he's going to tell you, like how the hell he's going to convince you. I had to read your question again. But I mean, this looks positive, but himself, he could be emotionally confused on whether or not, he wants to, like, yeah, exactly. So if this makes sense to you, if he will come correct, like he wants to, but whether or not he does, he knows that you're not stupid. He knows that he has to come correct. But I feel like deep down inside, he does want the partnership again. He wants to make things right. He wants to, but whether he does that or not, it's still up to you too, right? It's still up to you to accept him back. So if he wants to come back, you have to ask yourself, okay, do I really want him back? And if you really want him back, then you have to lay down the set of boundaries, and then what you want to deal with. But I would say his current feelings for you is he wants to be with you again, but he thinks that you don't want him back because of he needs to come correct. Well, that's more reason for him to be together with you, to take care of his son, which I wish a lot of people would do. Yeah, I think he wants to fix it. I get positive things on that. But like I said, like he wants to fix it, but he doesn't know if you will accept him back. Like he's like kind of like, do I say to her that I want her back, or is she gonna say fuck off, or is she gonna say yes, okay, I'll give you a chance, or are you gonna really be the father that you need to be, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like he wants to, but whether the main thing here, Jazz, is he thinks that you are not going to give him a chance to do it. So he obviously, a person who does wrong is always gonna make the person he done wrong to make them feel like they have to accept them back in order for them to try to be a better person, And then if you harp on his negativity or negative things or bring up the past, and be like, see, give me a chance. I feel like that person could be that way. They were like, yeah, see, I'm back, and then you still don't, like, give me a chance. Yeah. I feel like if he asks you to like get back together, I would say give him a chance, but don't harp on the past and what he did. Allow him to like start clean. But if he starts to act up, then say, "Hey, this is why we didn't exist the last time. You're doing it again." If he does, obviously, you have a right to say something. But my suggestion is to never harp on the things that he did. y- You know, yeah. So yeah, if you forgive him, then kudos to you. So that's what I would say. If you forgive him and you're willing to take him back, go for it. Yeah, but I don't see that relationship being anything decent. I don't see him in love or anything like that. No, it's not. He's emotionally confused right now. He's all over the place. I had the Five of Pentacles like with the present energy, so he's not doing good in his relationship. I saw that already. That's why he doesn't know if you accept him back. See, that's the whole point. you know? That's what has to be faced. Yeah, I'm sure he was because he doesn't know how you're going to react and how you're going to deal with it. That's the part of it all. Steven, I got your donation. Thanks. Okay, so you had to see him pretty much for that. But yeah, Jazz, I would say just give him a chance. Give him a chance if you want to. If you forgive him, you want to give him a chance, go for it. I feel like he would appreciate the chance. But remember not to harp on things and not to like make him feel guilty. When you forgive somebody, allow them to be to be a better person or try to be a better person. Like give them a chance, especially if the kids involved. I always have a spot for that. Yeah, even if you don't approach him, just wait for him to approach you. That's all. Or just let it be. What's meant to be will be meant to be. Yeah, he might because he it's just the way it is. But I would say just let it come to you. I wouldn't say anything to him right now. Just let it be for right now. Allow him to like leave his current shit so he can come back. Don't get involved in it right now. That's my suggestion. You can do as you want, but my suggestion and advice is to leave it alone. Allow him to like get over his shit first, and then as soon as he's like broke up with that person, and he'll be like, this is what happened, blah blah blah, and go from there. Like, don't rush it. Yeah. And yesterday probably bring him into that feeling of, you know what, I need to be here and not with this crazy bitch. Like, I need to be with Jazz and my son. So that those things can change his emotions, change his feelings. So I would say leave it like that, Jazz. All right, Steven, you said, how is money looking in the future? Well, Steven, you can get OnlyFans right now and, make some money. It can look good in the future, bro. How many teas? No problem, Jazz, anytime. All right, Steven, let's see. Well, Well, money looks good in the future. Um, if you're dealing with like any partnerships or friendships to get money and to deal with money situations, then I would say it looks good on that part. I do see benefits and profits and temporary gains, improvements, success with money and money advantages. So if you're whatever you're doing to try and get more money or to get money in the future, it's looking good. So I would say in the next 2 months, things look good for money, especially if you're making like partnership, if you're dealing with a partnership or you're like beginning to renew some type of partnership or like cooperation with someone, this can happen. Like any type of new interest in making money can make this happen as well. But I would say, yeah, in the next 2 months, so from now to the end of the year, I would say money will be good. You'll be able to make money and get any type of temporary benefits off of money or investments that you have. Hey Nina, how you doing, sweetheart? You good? So, for instance, if you like if you do a favor for somebody, you might get paid for that favor, or you're gonna have money advantages, like with investments, any type of money type of like situations where you invest and make, or you put upfront money and you get it back, things like that. There will be improvements in money in the next 2 months. But the thing is try not to get tricked or deal with dishonest people, you know? Okay. Right when I said that, you said you got ripped off and wanted to see if it gets returned. I would say, yeah, you looks like you'll get it back because I just said that you might get deal with somebody that tricks you. I'm not seeing you getting the return from that person, or like if you got ripped off and wanted to see if it gets returned, I would say it might not happen that way, and you're gonna get it in a different way. Because I'm not seeing that it's actually if you doubt if a woman ripped you off with something, then I would say like it's possible to get it back, but um if a man ripped you off, then I would say you know you're not going to get it back at all. But then again, even if this situation doesn't return, you'll get it in a different way. Something else is going to happen to where you get benefits or profits or temporary gain from something. So even though that's a possibility to get a return, there's a possible chance. But beyond that situation, I see you getting some type of money advantage from now to the end of the year. So next 2 months, I see you getting some money. So you should be fine. You're welcome, Stephen. No problem. All right. I need to get out of here. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I need to go to work. I did not plan on being here this late, but that's how it goes sometimes. I plan, God laughs. So yeah, Stephen, I see positive things for money advantages and money gain from now to the end of the year. So either way, you'll be fine. I do see that. Yeah. And it could be like a partner of yours. So if you're partnered up with somebody in some type of stuff, you'll get money through a partnership or a person that you love or you care about, or a lover or a wife or whatever, like, any type of, even a work partner. Something's going to happen through a partnership, something like that. All right, guys, I'll see you all tomorrow. I'm going to go get my ass to bed. And it's good seeing everybody. It was a good day, Good night. Glad to see all you guys and have fun. And we'll see everybody tomorrow. Good night, Jocelyn. Good seeing you. Hope everything is okay. Miss Bikini, take care. Nina, good seeing you. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.